I made college students pick the books that I read in this spoiler-free reading vlog, and well, here's how that went. I'm swooning!
Can I just get out the books that I like and then read them and decide?
Okay, this is so much pressure. Oh my gosh. So, this one has pink on it, and I'm tempted to like pick it because it has pink, and I love pink. I feel like you're always the one that recommends me books, so this is weird to recommend you books. I don't know.
Both of these I've read, but they're second in the series. So we're gonna do like a new series or a new book.
What's calling to me right now? This one also has pink. For real, pink does just something to my heart. I judge books by the cover. I'm not even embarrassed to say that. I feel like if you don't, that's weird.
Oh, 100%.
Like you have
100%.
Do you know what the Miraculous Ladybug is?
Yes.
It's Miraculous Ladybug, but enemies to lovers. It's amazing.
My name is Venom. Oh, okay. Nah.
Your pants are so cute.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
I whipped them out for this occasion and the brand new white Converse.
I want to pick a good book for you to read though, because you can't like that would just be mean to start with a book that's not good. That's a pretty cover. I might look at that.
This is so cute.
Have you started this book?
Yeah, ignore the bookmark.
Do you have these organized a certain way? Or is it just like
It's simply by height.
by height, which fits in which shelf?
Yeah, because this is the shortest one.
Yeah.
This is like a medium length, and if it's tall, it has to go there.
Okay, but that makes sense, honestly.
Yeah.
I think there is romance. There's weird names though, so we're not gonna make you read that.
This has green on it. We don't do green.
You don't like green?
Well, like this green just looks like. Oh yeah.
I was just like, that's interesting. You don't like green?
No, but then there are like some colors of green that just like ew. But then there are some colors that might look good.
This is Icebreaker. I want to read Icebreaker so badly, actually.
No, it's not Icebreaker.
It's the second book in the series, though.
No, it's not. This is the second book in the series.
That's the second book in the series of.
Yeah.
But why is it so? Oh, now I don't want to read it. That's mean. I'm sorry.
You haven't read The Fault in Our Stars?
I have no.
Are you for real? I mean, I feel like you read a lot better, less cliche books than that. But
Well, I just didn't like to read when it was super popular.
dude,
And then
I might have to pull that one out as an interest because it's maybe basic, but that's a good book.
They're at summer camp. Is it the same couple?
no.
Oh, I thought it was like them again, and I was like, this does not match the vibe that I assumed them to have.
Nope. Interconnected standalones.
So they were like friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
That's
believe.
actually, it sounds really cute. They're like summer camp counselors. Okay, this is an option.
These books are just so pretty. It like makes me want to cry. To kill the prince, you must first kill her heart. Oh, interesting. I do like books like this. It's like magical. Which one's the first of these?
I think it's like, well, they're all standalones.
Oh, they are?
Well, it's like a standalone series.
Gotcha.
So I think technically Kiss of the Selkie takes place first.
Okay.
But like, it's not like a series where
Like you don't have to read it in a certain order. Oh, wow. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks amazing. To kill the prince, she must first kill her heart. I think she like has to kill him, but she falls in love with him. That's such a good trope. Okay, this is an option.
To kill the prince, she must first kill her heart. That is poetry right there. I'm putting this down just because that was really interesting to me. Okay, I think this is gonna be my top 5 to choose from.
I was reading Throne of Glass, and every single time I thought there was a Taylor reference, I sent it to my friend, and it mentioned daylight like 5 times, and every time I was like, oh my gosh, she's a Swiftie. She wasn't.
I do want to help you out a little bit and not choose like a huge book for you to read, but I know you can also handle it. So.
I can handle it, yeah. Do whatever
Okay.
you want.
Okay, it just seems like a lot of drama, and I just, like, why can't it be fun like this? It seems like this might be the choice, guys.
I just read something cringy. I have to. I'm so sorry. Do you want me to tell you what it said?
Sure, what did it say?
Freaking finally.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with this one, actually. That is so interesting. And look how cute he is. That's so adorable.
I feel like you should explain why you're not choosing those books.
Okay, well, okay. This is my favorite series of all time. It's my Roman Empire, and I love it, like with my whole heart. But Erin's reading Air of Fire right now, which you guys don't know about because she's not making a video about it. But okay, the thing is, apparently, according to Erin, she doesn't like reading like the same books in a series, back to back, because then she finds that she gets bored. And this is such an amazing series that it would be really sad to just waste it from getting bored. So I think it's better to like break it up, add something new in, and then go back, because once you get to this point in the series, it really picks up. This is good, and I've read both of these. I remember that this one was good. This would be really good for you to read. I love this book so much. However, it is a series, and you're reading Throne of Glass right now. And then...
Girl, I'm reading 8 different series right now. It's okay to add another one.
No, but after this, I'm just... All 3 of these are series. Oh, well, I know this one is, but this is like, it's just 2 books. Like, there's not a 3rd book that's out, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
This one, it's short. This is literally... How short is it? 300 pages. This one, it's a longer series, and it's really good. It's so good.
3 books.
Erin,
It's that one?
I made my choice.
Great.
Dude, I am so excited for you to read this and me to hear you talk about this, because then I'm gonna read it afterwards. All right, final decision. Kiss of the Selkie. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
You know how I'm gonna decide this? If this is bad for the video, you can tell me not to. Can I get a random number generator and assign these numbers?
You can do it.
Oh, amazing. This is what I do when I can't make decisions, because I'm indecisive. I can grab my phone. Okay, we're gonna put these in alphabetical order. 1, 2. Let's do random number generator. 1 to 2. Okay, you guys can see it. Generate 1. Here's your next book.
The first book I'm reading is Caroline's pick. It is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I believe this is the first book in a YA fantasy trilogy about superheroes. I do own the other 2 books in the series, so I really hope that I like this book and that I want to read them. Now this book is kind of thick, and I'm scared that I'm not going to read it in like a timely manner, but only time will tell. That being said, I'm going to get started on this right now. Made it past page 100 of Renegades, and I don't know how to feel about it yet. I've never read a book like this before, and I'm still trying to like figure out if it's my cup of tea. So let me tell you what this book is about. There's this big group of anarchists that overthrow the government and like law enforcement. Like none of that really exists. And these anarchists have powers and are known as like the villains. But then there's this group of heroes called the Renegades that defeat the anarchists. These vigilantes end up becoming like the law enforcement and the leaders of the city of Gatlin. Now our main character, Nova, hates the Renegades, and she's out for blood. She wants to destroy them. But our other main character, Adrian, wants to be a part of the Renegades. He believes in justice and hope for all. This book is pretty good so far. I just want to see like more interaction between our 2 main characters, like face to face. Which like there's 450 more pages left to go. I'm assuming there's gonna be more contact between the 2 main characters. But I just want more to happen now. Anyway, I better continue to read if I want to finish this in a timely manner. The halfway point in Renegades. I feel like the first 150 pages of this book were just kind of mid. Like I felt very indifferent towards it. But now that I'm nearing page 300, I have to say I like it a bit more. I feel like this book has mostly just been setting up so far. We're just setting up for the plot and for things to happen. But now we're sort of shifting and getting into the groove of things. We know why the characters interact, finally. And now I'm sort of just anticipating a whole bunch of drama and for things to like blow up in people's faces. I do have a complaint. There are so many characters in this book. I was having a really hard time keeping up with everybody because everybody has 2 names, from people having aliases to their real name and then trying to figure out which alias and which real name has what power. It's a lot for my brain to take. But after almost 300 pages with these characters, I feel like I can keep most people straight. I can put a name to a image that I'm imagining in my head because I don't know what their faces look like. That being said, I'm really liking all of the characters in the story. Well, like, not all. Of course, there's, like, antagonists you're not supposed to like. But of, like, the core group, there's not anyone that I'm like, oh, get away. Like, they're all great. They have, like, a little bit of a found family aspect, and I just... I'm a sucker for found family. I do hope this book starts to pick up a lot more because I want a dramatic ending. Like, so far it hasn't been too dramatic, but I want explosions, I want drama, I want tears, I want everything. But if this ending doesn't give, I'm going to be upset. I will probably continue the series because, like, I have it, but I'm going to just continue to manifest a good ending. I mean, it is, like, already written, so me manifesting really isn't going to change anything, but it may change how I view it, maybe. Anyway, I feel like I should continue to read because this book isn't finishing itself. Finished Renegades. I say finally because it took me 2 weeks to get through this book, and it's not that I thought the book was bad and I didn't feel like reading it, it's just that I've been really busy. We can blame my professors for that. Anyway, this story and these characters ended up really growing on me. Like, I really adore all of the characters in here. I did guess how this book was gonna end, but at the same time, it's a YA book about superheroes, and I've watched quite a bit of superhero movies. There's a lot of really common superhero tropes that do end up in this book, and I feel like if this were a movie and it had that ending, people would be going crazy and being like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for the next movie. Even though this was predictable, I feel like if it ended in any other way, I would be mad. I just really like this book. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. My only complaint is that, like, the beginning was just kind of slow. I will obviously be continuing this series, but for right now, I'm gonna read Hepsie's book of Stormlarks and Silence. I'm specifically choosing to read this book next because it's under 300 pages, and, like, I'm just tired of holding big books. The back of this book just sounds so interesting, and it says that this book is a slow burn, clean YA romantic fantasy standalone, and the Casbian Chronicles a series of romantic fantasy connected standalones. I didn't realize this could be read as a standalone, which is great because that means no cliffhanger. I hope. Anyway, I'm getting really excited about this book, so I'm gonna get started. He is blonde. Halfway through Stormlarks and Silence, and this book is so underwhelming. I just found out this book is a debut novel, and you can tell. And I feel bad for saying that, but, like, you really can tell. It's just the writing's not good, the world building's not good. I think Constance Lopez had really great ideas, she just didn't execute them well. It's just so disappointing because the back of this book sounds so good. We have Princess Riona, who when she was 8 years old lost her parents and her kingdom because of the Rivonian king. So when she turns 18, she gets a job in the Rivonian royal palace. Her goal is to get close to the prince, kill him, and then make the king suffer. But the closer she gets to the prince, the more he surprises her with kindness, honor, and wit. Like, the idea of this is so good, but the book itself is a little bit of a snooze fest. I just expected Riona to be, like, super cool and fierce and sort of like, you know, Selena from Throne of Glass or Peyton from Powerless. But she's not. She hasn't really done anything. I mean, I guess she's doing her job and, like, getting closer to the prince, but I just feel like go girl, give us nothing. I'm just disappointed. This book is not hitting the spot. I honestly just don't care how this book ends, but it has really good reviews on Goodreads, so I'm gonna keep going. Like, it has over a 4-star average. Has less than 1,000 ratings. That makes me feel bad because I know I'm not gonna rate it high. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. I didn't see that one coming. finished If Storm Lurks in Silence, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to give it 2 stars. The action in the second half of this book really picked up. I just didn't really think it was done well. I feel like if you like the characters in this book, you could really like the ending and think it's really intriguing because they were going through so much, these huge emotional moments, but I was reading it thinking I didn't really care. I just feel a little disappointed because I was really excited to read this book because of what the back said. And it didn't eat. By the way, if you like this book, I am so happy for you. It just wasn't for me. But now let's move on to a book that I will hopefully like better. That is Kiss of the Selkie by Tassanja Odette. This is a part of the Entangled with Fae series. All the books in this series are Fae retellings of princess stories. So like the first book is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, the second Cinderella, and this one, of course, is A Little Mermaid. I read Heart of the Raven Prince, which is the Cinderella retelling, and the main character of this book was a pretty significant part of that book, so I'm really excited to get into it. Without further ado, I'm gonna get started.
Tattooed under your arm. That didn't stop me from getting you to the bar. It was a hard day, and so was I. So stop right there, you're coming with me tonight. It's so nice to meet you, how about you and me go? So we can be just you and me. Nice to meet you.
What?
It's something we
How did I not make that connection?
be the beauty, I'll be the beast. Your eyes are caught.
I'm 100 pages into Kiss of the Selkie, and I'm loving this. From the start, this has some interesting twists on the classic story. I'll just read you a tiny bit from the back. It says, a handsome fugitive seeking a marriage of convenience, a Selkie with a lethal kiss sent to seal his fate. This book has been so entertaining. It has drama and fairy tales. We haven't even gotten any romance yet, and I'm already entertained. That's how you know it's a good book. I was kind of expecting this book to be like a 3.75, like mid-read, but I'm having so much fun reading this that I don't foresee that happening. If that happens, I will be so disappointed. This world is honestly just so fun. I like the way she writes Fae. They have so many rules that go with them, and the rules make it interesting. Something I find interesting is that the main character of this book is called Maisie, and the person that chose this book was Macy. It's not the same name, but they're so similar. Like, anyway, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep reading, but in reality, I'm probably gonna sit on my phone. Hey guys, my video files got corrupted, meaning roughly 30 minutes of footage is just not playable. But do not fret, for I will tell you what happened. So basically, as I predicted, I went straight on my phone. But you know what I did? I made a new Bookstagram account. Now take Bookstagram with a grain of salt. I may be posting other things on there, not just books, but for the most part, it will probably be book content. Maybe you'll see this photo. Probably not. That actually turned out really bad. Anyway, like, link in description if you want to follow it. Then I continued to read Kiss of the Selkie, and you know what I was doing? I was giggling and kicking my feet. Hee 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 hee. Now that just about sums everything up, so let's go back to Erin, who hasn't finished this book yet.
It's so nice to meet you, how about you and me go? So we can be just you and me. Nice to meet you, think it's something we go. Under the sheets, be the beauty, I'll be the beast.
I'm over halfway through Kiss of the Selkie, and this book is so good. Considering I thought the book was good without the romance, now that there's romance in it, it's amazing. It's like, oh, it's so good. I mean, I'm really liking Maisie, the way she like interacts with Dorian. There's a bridal competition in this book, which is sort of like The Bachelor, but it's The Bachelor with Fae, which is brilliant. I'm not a Bachelor fan. I haven't seen the show, but this is like peak entertainment. This book is just so good, so I'm gonna try to finish it like right now.
I'll be the
I mean, this book is a 5-star read for me. I loved it. The romance and friendship in this book is just absolutely incredible, and I think you should totally read it if it's something that interests you. The average rating for this book is 3.91 stars on Goodreads, which is a little ridiculous if you ask me. This book is perfect. I feel like it's been a while since a book has made me feel this way, but I really liked it. Going into this book, I didn't expect it to be a 5-star read, but it is, and I'm thrilled about it. This book just feels so magical because it feels like how I felt as a kid watching The Little Mermaid, but this is like an adult version of that. I would like to thank Caroline, Hepsi, and Macy for being a part of this video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you would like, comment, and subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. I will see you so soon, besties. Bye!